We're here today inside the beautiful home of Victoria Seaman, City Councilwoman for District 2. I knew that.
We actually call them wards, but you can call it a district. I'm sorry,
ward.
It's okay. I get
Ward
confused too, so it's Ward 2.
I should know that because I live in Ward 2. I live like a mile and a half from you.
Oh, good. Well, I hope I have your support.
Oh, you have everything that I can give you. Absolutely.
Well, that's great because you know how much I love helping veterans.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's because of our veterans that we have the freedoms that we have.
Thank you.
And you know that my husband is a Marine, once a Marine, always a Marine.
Very good.
And my father was in the Navy. My grandfather was in the National Guard. So vets is part of my life.
They are. I mean, the very first time I met you, we talked about veterans. I mean, I'm always wearing my hat. If I don't wear my hat, nobody knows me, which is good. Could be good sometimes. You know?
When you don't want anybody to know, don't wear your hat.
But we talked about veterans, and I was really impressed about how you feel. I mean, this is from the heart.
It's from the heart.
This is not made up. This is from the heart.
From the heart.
I witnessed it, and I appreciate it, and I thank you for that.
Thank you, and I thank you for your service. And I love that you wear your hat because you are proud and honored that you served our country.
Absolutely, I am.
And it means a lot to me. And I don't think people realize the sacrifices that not only our veterans have gone through, but their families. They have suffered a lot when certain veterans come back and they have PTSD or other things.
Sure.
And so we have to give a lot of credit to our vets and our veterans' families.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, the people talk about the vets all the time, but you're right. What about the wife and the children when the vet goes on deployment or something like that? They're left running the whole show.
They're running the whole show, and they're worried about their spouse, whether it be a wife or a husband that goes off into battle. The spouse has not only the responsibility of the household, but the worry about their loved one.
Absolutely.
And it's a lot. So I've dedicated my public service to helping veterans as much as I can. And so I'm so happy to be a part of your group. Oh. And when you guys gave away the $1 million to veterans, I was so excited to be a part of that group.
Isn't that great?
That was great. It was with City Serve.
Yes.
Pastor Paul Goulet, who I love and adore. He was my pastor for 6 years.
Oh, was he really?
Oh, yeah. Years ago, I went to ICLV and got to know him really well. And he talk about a heart.
Oh, yeah.
A heart for veterans. His father, his grandfather also served. Yep. And so that man has a heart for veterans, just like everybody else. And so I was so honored to be a part of, giving back to veterans.
Good. That's rare, really it is. A lot of people talk a big game. Action speaks louder than words, and results don't lie. That's right. You have the action and the results.
Thank you.
We appreciate that.
Well, it's the least I can do for what our vets have done for us, and it really is. It really is the least.
Yeah, thank you. I've talked to some vets just the other day saying, I'm going to go over to Victoria Seaman's house. We're going to do an interview. Oh, yeah, I want to see it. So they're excited.
I'm so glad. And so one of the issues that is near and dear to my heart is working with Safe Talk in one of the suicide groups. Yeah. And also I recently just got involved with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention.
Oh, good.
Because I know that this is one of the biggest issues, for our veterans. And so it's important for me to make sure that in Ward 2 that we are having those meetings so that we can educate people on the signs of suicide.
Very good. Very good. Education is key.
Yes.
Because a lot of people say, well, I know what to do, or there's 22 people a day, or veterans a day that commit suicide. They don't know.
And they call it a number. That number, these are human lives.
Yes.
And they're human lives of those who sacrificed for us.
Yes.
And that's the thing that we need to remember. It's not a number. And one is too many.
Yep.
But the number's huge, Bob, right?
Yeah, it is. And it shouldn't, like you said, it shouldn't be a number. They're human lives, but if you want to put a number on it, it's far more than 22.
It's far more.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe in a certain city, but nationwide, we're losing way too many.
Way too many.
One is too many, as I said. And so one of the things that I want to continue to do is with you and City Serve and what you're doing, and thank you for doing it. I want to continue with veterans outreach in my ward.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, we're with you all the way on that one.
Well,
Big
good,
time.
because here's what I have to ask you.
Here we go.
Because, I'm not afraid to ask.
No, that's
we have our veterans outreach person, which is a volunteer position, is no longer with us. So I need a veterans outreach person in Ward 2. It's a volunteer position. All we do is have him or her help us organize maybe every 3 months an outreach where we can reach out to the veterans in the ward and they can help us in that meeting to see what the needs are. Because there's always needs.
Yes.
I mean, you guys have fulfilled a huge need with the City Serve thing, but we can do more.
Yes.
I'm looking for that. We will be doing some more of our veterans outreach, because when I got elected, that was one of the most important things to me, is let's gather veterans in Ward 2 and bring them together, and we serve the food, we have refreshments. Yes, so you'll get to come and we get to break bread together.
I need to eat.
Well, we break bread together, and what we do is we ask, what are the needs? What are we missing? What's missing as far as what we can do on a city level?
Okay.
I think and that's what led us to having a safe talk in Ward 2, and then of course the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. By the way, that was our chief of public service, Michelle Freeman, who got me involved.
Oh, nice.
She retired, and this is one of her passions, is being involved with this group. And so we did the second one with her. And so it's really important that we have those meetings so we can find out what are we missing, what can we do.
Now we need to find people that are going to listen to us. And that's the biggest problem I have is, as you know, I talk to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And they all say, oh, we're behind you, we support you. Monday morning comes along and you call them like they told you to. No, he's not here right now.
But that's okay, because we're going to get the veterans there.
Yeah.
And we're going to figure it out, and we're going to do it. So my office is really good at that. When we know there's a problem, we'll do the work.
Yeah.
We'll go out and we'll do the
good.
work and figure out where we can help people. We just want to get those veterans gathered together and let them talk to us and tell us what their issues are, and their families.
Yeah.
We want their families there too. And that's the only way we know, is when we have people come together and tell us what the issues are.
And they got a lot to say.
I know they do.
Oh boy, you're going to get your ears full.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We're good.
Good.
That's my job.
All right. Is there anything you want to end on here and that you want to make sure the people hear and understand?
I just want people to know that we have such great people. This is a great community for giving.
Yeah.
And I want people to understand that we have the Veterans Treatment Court with Mark Stevens, which you already know about. You're probably very involved with that.
And a Marine.
And a Marine, yes. Semper Fi.
There you go. Hoorah.
Hoorah, yes. So that is one of the I just want to say we have great outreach here.
Yes.
So I want to give kudos to him. I wanted to mention that, I'm the type of person that when I'm told no and we can't support or represent our veterans, I'm not going to take no for an answer.
Right.
And when we could not lay the flags, I think you remember that time when we couldn't lay the flags at Boulder City?
Yeah.
Well, I led the organization to raise the money to get flags and go lay them. And we did during COVID. And so I just want veterans out there to know that whatever I can do to support and help them, and hopefully, you will reach out to, I know you already do, and we can do so much more together.
Yes.
So thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Wow. Now, nothing else needs to be said. You see it right here, you hear her, and it's true. It's from her heart. This woman is a woman of action and results. And remember, results don't lie. And here you go, right here.
Thank you, Bob.
Hey, we wish you all the best. We're with you all the way. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.